our morning message, boys and girls. So hopefully you guys can read that. I thought I made that full screen. All right, so today, oh my goodness, that's not the right date. Give me 1 second. I made a mistake, but I can fix it really easily. There we go.
Today is the 16th.
It sure is. See, I make mistakes all the time. You got it. All right. So today is September 16th, 2020. That's how we write our date. All right. Again, I would love to see your mouths move as you read the morning message with me. Good morning, class. Today is Wednesday. September 16th, 2020. Did any of you practice Google Classroom or my website for homework? I will show you a video of me practicing on the iPad last night. Love, Miss Granato. Thank you for those that joined me in saying those words. I will try to put in some vocabulary words or maybe words that you should be very familiar with in our morning meeting so that way we can have practice saying them. Okay. All right. And do not forget about your quality expectations. I gave a ton of reminders yesterday and you might be seeing some, not points getting taken off, but if I have to give you too many reminders, you might see it in your dojo points at the end of the day. And just remember, those go to your parents. So if we don't want to have any issues or conversations with our parents, let's remember, follow directions when? The first time, second time, third time?
400 times.
Oh, first time.
The first time.
Thank you. Great job. Yes, so let's try to do that definitely the first time, okay? So that way we don't have to keep giving too many reminders because the more reminders we have to do, then the more we waste time, all right? We don't want to waste time. There's so much stuff for us to do, okay? All right, so let's take a look at our video today. We have really worked hard on our growth mindset, and I want each and every one of you to kiss your brains. Mwah, because yesterday we faced a challenge that we have had for a little while, and most of us worked so hard on it, and we persevered. We got through it. We never gave up, and we were kind of successful, weren't we? So like I said, practice is going to make us better, and so we're going to continue practicing today. And then I found something about not giving up. Okay, there's this word that starts with a P. Besides persistence, there's another word called perseverance. Okay, so perseverance means the act of not being able to give up or the act of pushing through and meeting those challenges. Okay, so the title of this Mojo story is called Kate Discovers the Dip. So remember, Kate is this little blue monster. Okay, and so we're going to figure out what is the dip. Okay, say dip. See, when I read this, I thought dip like you're going to dip down, kind of like a teapot when you're like dip down. I don't know, but we're going to find out. Okay. All right. So speaking of our homework, I wanted to show you an example of me doing the homework. First off, let me get a show of hands. Give me a thumbs up if you tried some of the technology last night or tried to show your family the technology. Ooh, excellent. Good. Yeah, where's your thumb? I saw your thumb. Your mom told me you showed her how to do it. Very good. Oh, 2 thumbs. Wonderful. And so hopefully the more you practice, the better you're going to get at it. And then the better you are, you're going to be a little bit faster. All right. So on this next, by the way, this file is on Class Dojo so that your parents can click it. It opens up the document on their phone, their laptop, whatever your parents are looking at, and then all these blue links, your parents can click on it too, so if they ever need some help. And then that's why I have these videos that kind of give those examples of how I taught the class. Also, I'm recording some of our class today, yesterday, and I'm also putting it on Google Classroom for you to show your parents if they're like, what are you learning in class? Well, guess what? You can show them. Okay. All right. So I'm going to pause the recording right here. So I'm recording again. Welcome back to reading. It is day 3 of reading, which we will cover phonics, a shared reading today, maybe a read aloud, and then our reading mini lesson. Okay. So one of our lessons this week was this chart that we practiced our expectations, how to carefully listen to each other. You are going to see this again, and I will try to make sure to send you a picture of these, and then maybe you can write a copy of it down. I don't know, up to you. Okay, so let's take a look at phonics. Let's give ourselves about 5 to 10 minutes of phonics. I will actually set a different timer. a physical timer. Let's say 7. That's kind of in between. All right, so we're going to practice your vowels, our short vowels that make the short sounds. Ah. Thank you for joining me. Eh, I, ah, and And then our long vowels, we can say A, E, I, O, and U. Look at those fingers. I need to see more fingers. So quick. Very nice. All right, maybe we can get some more participation on the next part. All right, so let's review your long and short vowel sounds with a game. All right, so I'm looking for my friends who are really looking at the speaker, which is me, but you're about to see my screen, so I want you to look at the game. All right, you're using signals on Zoom. I can see your cameras. You are thinking about what I'm saying. You're raising your hand to wait your turn, and then you are muted while someone else is talking. Yes, Vivian?
On the break, I took medicine.
Oh, okay. Sounds good. Yes, Brianna?
There's, like the little cards?
Yes?
Car.
Ah, that one's an interesting sound. I want to know what you might write down if you hear that sound. That one's a little bit tricky. All right, I bet you'll hear it in this game. All right, so let me pause the recordings. Okay, so here are your targets. I want to see, your goal is to be able to participate together in conversations about the topics that we're talking about. So like our stories, so focus on the stories. And then you're successful when you can follow all of these rules, all 5 that we practiced, when you are talking in small or large group conversations. Right now, since we're all together, this is a large group. When you're in a small group, that's when I push you into a room with someone else, okay? All right, thank you for the questions in the chat. I appreciate you putting in the chat. I will answer them later. Right now, I see a question I have already answered a few times, so I will not answer that yet, okay? All right, so our story for today, here is our read aloud. All right, remember, think about what are emergencies and what are not emergencies. If it is about my screen, make sure you type it in the chat that you cannot see my screen. All right, go ahead, Josiah, quickly. All right, my story for today is called A Weekend with Wendell, okay? So, A Weekend with Wendell. Take a look at the characters in the pictures. Do they look like people? Thumbs up, thumbs down. People? Maybe not. Oh, good. They are not people. Okay, so what are they? Unmute Moises. If they're not people, what do they look like?
Mouse.
Oh, they look like a mouse, and there are 2 of them. So when there is more than one mouse, boys and girls, we say mice, okay? Say mice. Very good. Mice is the plural form of mouse, which means there's more than one. All right, so these mice are friends. Okay, we've been talking about friendship all week with our stories. And so A Weekend with Wendell. Wendell is the boy mouse right there. He's wearing a red shirt and a letter, if you can see that, it is a letter W on his shirt. So that's your hint that tells you that is Wendell. Okay, and the author of this story is Kevin Hinks. I hope I'm saying that right. I can't remember. He is a very famous author. And Kevin Hinks, he loves these mice characters. If you ever see books from Kevin Hinks, you might see these characters again, all right? So here's a quick question. What do you think it means when someone says, I'm going to give you a taste of your own medicine? Thumbs up or thumbs down if you've ever heard that. If you haven't, I want you to think, what do you think that means? Give you a taste of your own medicine. Anybody want to guess? I love guesses. Let's see. Raziel, can you give me a guess? What do you think it means when someone says, I'm going to give you a taste of your own medicine? Oh, you're muted.
That I'm gonna give you your medicine.
Okay, maybe it's just, I'm going to give you your medicine. Okay. Vivian, you have a guess?
Just giving someone their medicine that they got from if they're sick.
Maybe. All right, so let's take a look and see what it might mean. This book, this story, there is a big problem in here. And then they do something with this problem, and then that problem is the meaning of or example of I'm going to give you a taste of your own medicine. And hint, hint, it's actually related to friendship or interacting with other people. So think about that while you listen to this story, okay? And I might pause in the middle of the story, so I'm going to be checking more participation. Let's get those dollars. Oh, and hint, hint, if you didn't know, some of you, I can actually see what's on your screen now. I have this new tool that I can tell if you're actually with me or not. All right, okay, so here we go. Fur, feathers, and more. And what I like to do, it's a good thing you can see my nails. I'm going to use this as my tracking finger. Fur, Feathers, and More by Stephanie Petrin Cahill. Let me zoom in for you so you can see it a little bit better. Can you see my words a little better? Yeah? Great.
A little blurry, but yeah.
A little blurry? Okay, just give it a second and then bam, it focuses. All right. Some animals have a coat of fur. Some are covered with feathers, and others have very different coverings. Okay, so let me zoom out. Here are all these different pictures. It just said that these have coats of fur and different feathers, coverings. I wonder which ones are the feathers. Fur. A fox has fur. Fur can be thick and fluffy. It helps a fox stay warm. Oh, look, there's a fox. And there's fur, and it's pointing to it, so this must be the fox's fur. Ooh, look at this picture. There's something in the corner. The Arctic fox lives in very cold places. And then, ooh, I see a map here. And then I see some red coloring and orange. It says where Arctic foxes live. Oh, so if this is a map, and then these are the red spots, that must be where the Arctic fox lives. Okay, cool. Feathers. A bird has feathers. Feathers are light and strong. They help a bird fly. Oh, look, that's a bird. And then this says feather. And then there's an arrow pointing to the feather. Oh, here's another picture. Oh, look at that bird flying. Oh, there's a box here. Let's see what it says. It says, a kingfisher bird flies over water and dives in to catch a fish. Oh, look, and there's another picture. Let me zoom in on that so you guys can see that picture. Whoop, there he goes. Look at that. I've never really seen it in real life about a bird diving in to catch a fish. I think there's the bird. That must be the fish. Whoa. Crazy. All right, boys and girls, so I'm going to stop right there because that was me reading, and now I actually want you guys to help me read, okay? So this is the first time that we've done this, and here's what I want you to do. Did you notice how there were some parts that had normal-looking words? Give me a thumbs up if you noticed that, okay? Did you notice that there were some parts that had words in boxes? Guess what? I want you guys to help me read the words with boxes, okay? Now here's what I'm gonna look for. Zoom is weird when everybody talks at the same time, isn't it? It gets kind of loud, all right? So here's what I need. I would like for you guys to all unmute. If it's loud behind you, do not unmute, okay? If you have a loud room, do not unmute. But right now, everybody should unmute if they can. Okay, I'll wait. Everybody should unmute. Okay. All right. So I'm going to read the normal words.
Okay.
You guys are going to read the words that are in these boxes for me. Okay?
Oh, okay.
Those are the text features. You are going to read the text features for me. And remember, only speak when you need to speak. Okay? If you're making noises, we can hear it. Let's turn your noises off. All right, let's give this a try. I would love to hear your voices when it's your turn to read, okay? Me first. Some animals have a coat of fur. Some are covered with feathers, and others have very different coverings. All All right, get ready. Your turn. Go.
Fur.
Good. My turn. A fox has fur. Fur can be thick and fluffy. It helps a fox stay warm. Okay. Oh, you guys can read that one.
Fur.
Fur. Good.
Fur.
This is another text feature. This is like a label. It's labeling the picture. All right. Ooh. All right. Your turn. I'll read this one with you because it's a little bit longer. You guys ready? All right. Go. The
Arctic
fox lives in very cold places where Arctic foxes live. Awesome.
It's red.
Awesome. All right. Voices off. Oh, just kidding.
Feathers.
Your turn. Feathers. My turn.
Remember.
My turn. A bird has feathers. Feathers are light and strong. They help a bird fly. Your turn. Feathers. Very good. All right, get ready. Your turn. Let me see. I'm going to zoom in a little more. Better? Ooh.
A
A kingfisher bird flies
lives
over
over
water
water
and
dies
to
to catch a
fish.
fish.
Awesome. Pause. All right. Now, I want you.
Grandpa has a kingfisher
Okay. Excellent. All right, everybody mute.
in his woods.
Okay. That was awesome. Oh, I'm upside down. Okay. So that is our story for Feathers and More. You guys did a fabulous job. Give yourselves some online shine. That was awesome.